Day, Ruskin enjoys. Happy Noax, it's time for Profit Review. Last week we discussed a December 4 swipe restore. That was December 4, 2025. And that means today we're here to talk about December 11, 2025. So sit back and relax and I'll start yapping. So, what was my initial impression when I first saw this restore? Well, of course, it was another complete the sets, considering that the Naval update was delayed. But wow, that is a lot of stuff for sale. Let's just quickly point out, Trust and Rust was happening during this period of time, and we had some very special charity skins. And of course, they won't be marketable, they won't be tradable, but all proceeds would go towards the Trust and Rust charity. I do believe they are working with Jingle Jam, so yep, helping out kids in need and whatnot. And of course, the balloon pack and the birthday candle hat was still sticking around. So, all right, cool. But all right, got some pretty interesting collection continuations, notably the first ever marketable tactical glove skins ever. Now, the first tactical gloves were going to be H-June special Twitch drops, for Trust and Rust, the white and black design. You might recall, you most likely got it. But these appeared just before. Okay, I remember we were being told, they will most likely appear for Christmas. Maybe we'll see them for like January 4 swipe. Nope, boom. Second week of December. 2 pairs, they're both metallic. Now, as time went on, I was like, so they've accepted 2 metallic ones. One in the workshop right now, there's like Whiteout, No Mercy, but then again, No Mercy when we have the H-June tactical gloves being given away for free would be a bit silly. When we get to that, when we get to that restore, we'll talk about that again, don't you worry. But anyway, okay, maybe it couldn't hurt to release 2 metallic designs, because if they released them like as the 5th and 6th skin, people most likely wouldn't care. But because they're the first and second ones ever to appear, all right, maybe they'll sell quite a lot. So we'll get to that in a bit. We'll talk about that, don't you worry. But looking at all the other skins, oh look, another Xenotype skin has appeared. And not a small prop, small box. No, instead we got Dungeon small wood box. Yes, that's over with then. And yeah, Meb will touch on it again, but yep. Xenotype food, hold on a second, wait, what? We don't need food boxes anymore. Well, you can put them in the snowy tundra, the snow biome, but yeah, you need to put food in fridges now, don't you? We could put ingredients and whatnot in it, surely. All right, fair enough. Initially, I was dismissing it. Dragonhorn returns. Oh, wow, that's been quite a while because, originally, most of these skins appeared like back in 2021. So, yeah, Face Puncher was pulling out lots of older skins and, finally, Neon Berry's fridge is accepted. But, would it work out perfectly or would it end up like the other fridges in its set? Now, if I could switch back over to here, it's a lot easier to see all the more recent things. There you go. Because, of course, earlier in 2025, we happened to see the meat fridge, which for some strange reason is invisible here, the veggies fridge, and the pies fridge. During this period of time, they weren't exactly doing super amazing, but not as bad as where they were around October time. Initially, I was feeling very confident. Abyss MP5 appears. I remember most Abyss weapons tend to work out reasonably okay. It's a fairly in-demand collection. Back then, it was doing pretty sweet, but not everything was doing absolutely perfect. I was definitely sitting here thinking, it's probably going to be a Barda situation. Yeah. But it also happened to have some interesting transparency. Nothing that would compare, like, with the Heatseeker MP5, for example, but enough to be somewhat interesting. Yeah, fair enough. So, yeah, I do remember. So this is kind of funny. You might not fully understand or notice, but I'll explain to you very quickly. This was submitted back in the summer of like 2023. Can I confirm that? Yep. Okay, cool. So we were hoping. We were praying for something like this to be accepted because that's an amazing looking skin. But it took so long that Vase, the skin creator, in the lead up to the Naval update, he actually went ahead and he made a brand new version. So we actually have the Naval SMDD, sheet metal double door. And it also had some transparency, it glowed in the dark. It looked amazing. Obviously, the Naval update got delayed, so Face Punch instead accepts the previous one. Well, now I'm upset because I want that one too. Anyway, we'll see if that ever happens. But yeah, another sheet metal double door has been accepted in 2025, and it's an absolutely amazing looking design. So I was instantly looking at it with a lot of positivity. Oh, yes. Right, so, okay. Then another Snowjack has appeared. Well, I mean, we were expecting it. It's the focused, it's the focused item of the month. Looking perfectly fine. But it's quite funny because it's like the inverse. Last week we had the No Mercy one with white and black. Now we've got the one with the black and white. Okay, sure, fair enough. Questions of, do people use snow jackets enough? Do they haven't bothered to skin them enough? Blah, 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 blah. All right, we'll discuss that in a bit. Dominus Mortis double barrel shotgun, part of the Dominus Mortis collection. Quite a lot of skins being accepted throughout all of 2025, but a weapon under collection. Then we have Black Ops bed and Pirate bed at the same time. 2 beds, 2 black beds as well. Huh. Sure, but all right. Well, first of all, the first deplorable to be accepted for the Black Ops collection, and then, well, another deplorable for the Pirate collection. And with the Naval update lingering on, but still just around the corner, maybe that might be pretty sweet. So, okay. Looking pretty sweet here, but again, what will the sales be? We'll discuss that, don't you worry. 2 handmade LMGs. So for a while, it looked like we weren't going to see that many handmade LMGs, and then suddenly we see a lot of them, including Twitch drops. Okay. Well then, I guess we're going to suddenly start seeing a lot more handmade LMGs. I guess. But both Thunder Gold and Temple at the same time. Nice, gold, pearlescent, and shiny. And then somewhat green, not so shiny camouflage. Okay, I mean, it's nice to have options. As I've already mentioned, Dungeon Small Wood Box was accepted. The immediate collection continuation to the Armored Double Door for the previous week. Okay, I mean, sure, I'm not going to complain about that. I don't want to say its name, I'll get in trouble, but yep, that appeared. Another one of these skins happened to have appeared. And then JPEG collection with the pump shotgun. So yep, overall, a lovely batch of skins. But of course, with every single brand new Rustor, I'm always questioning what potentially could be the best investments for the week. Now, I've had to actually go back and refresh my brain, but I know 100% I was all over the sheet metal double door, and I can confirm, yeah, that's the first thing I talked about. But I also would have mentioned, right, this is nice. But much like with the previous video, the previous profit review video, I did point out, typically of complete the sets Rustors, unfortunately, the likelihood of actually seeing collection continuations even appearing, yeah, you should expect that the most likely answer is that we're not going to see any collection continuations anytime soon. So we do keep that in mind. But I do know for a fact sheet metal double doors, oh yes, they are reliable and they are safe. And during December time, I was starting to notice all of the sheet metal double doors going up in the positive. So that was looking pretty sweet. Even ones from last year. All right, I was jumping on that. And I was like, you know what? I'll most likely even be buying some. All right, cool. But what about everything else? What was I feeling pretty interested in? Because I know we got the gloves here. But I still didn't trust the gloves. So as I look at everything else, I'm kind of considering the MP5. Yes, it has some transparency, not a ridiculous amount. And again, with the collection itself being fairly in demand, I'm like, well, you know what? Worst case scenario, a good barter. All right, well, fair enough. We'll stick with that. Yep. But in regards to, what would the sales be? Initially, it did look like it was selling quite a fair bit and whatnot. So, all right, fair enough. I definitely would have been very, very curious in regards to the fridge. Although, again, I was still like somewhat worried about fridges, especially the neon fridges. So, I was under the impression that there could be some problems. I was getting quite a lot of responses though. A lot of people were sitting here and saying, Hedge, you do not realise how much people like to make tea. A dedicated tea fridge, Hedge. But I was like, but didn't we see like a tea box being accepted recently? No. They were on that. Did Hedge listen? So, yeah, that was looking pretty interesting. But with so many skins, I just couldn't fully figure out everything. But I will also point this out to you. Xenotype food box, I did dismiss it a lot. But also, it wasn't really selling too ridiculously either. And considering all the Xenotype skins, one that doesn't sell that much actually could have led to some very interesting success. Initially, the first few skins, they sell quite a lot, but as time went on, they were gradually selling less and less and less. But even back then, we were also questioning the box's DLC. So, alright, cool. Things were looking somewhat interesting, but I was still cautious to a point. And so, let's go ahead and talk about the first 24 hours of sales. Cyber gloves and hardsuit tactical gloves, both on top, but not too ridiculous. Very low sales, Hedge says. Bleh. Anyway, I'm not feeling confident with the cyber gloves and hardsuit tactical gloves, mainly based on the fact that I've seen the cyber collection get collection continuations. I've seen the hardsuit collection get collection continuations. Yeah, those skins didn't really change that much. And as time went on, they went down. So yeah, alright, cool. The first 2 skins to appear for the tactical gloves. But again, new skinnables issue. Typically, the first few skins to appear for a brand new skinnable tends to sell quite a little bit too much, in excess. And basically, as time goes on, you eventually see them drop off. We saw it happen to the bed. We saw it happen to the handmade MG. Would it happen with these tactical gloves? Well, that's an interesting thing to find out in a bit, but City Type Food, lagging just a little bit behind. Berry's Fridge also selling quite a lot. But very surprisingly, Temple Handmade MG, you are selling like next to nothing. Yeah, it's not like Temple Tier 2 hoodie and pants. I know people are begging for it and they still are to this day. But it's kind of surprising to see you sell so little. Maybe it's due to the fact that we just have far too much going on. Again, charity skins, the Christmas and, the birthday and the balloon pack things. So, okay, things like this shouldn't be too surprising. But as time went on, how did everything look when we did the abnormal barders? So let's switch over to here, abnormal barders. Let me get the skin prices up because unfortunately I didn't actually prepare that. I made a little bit of a mistake. But as you'll clearly notice, let's just zoom in a little bit more. There you go. You will see that the Cyber Gloves Tactical and the Hardsuit Tactical Gloves still on top. Cyber Gloves with over 21,000 subscribers and the Xenotype Food sitting there, 15,398. And you see the berries here, 14,000. You see the sheep metador, surprisingly, only with 13,000 subscribers. Okay, not too bad, looking pretty sweet. Right, so let's get these prices set up. So basically, as I'm looking at the Cyber Gloves Tactical Gloves, sorry, with the name in, it's weird. I looked at you, you're priced at $2. I sat here and said, you know what, 80 cents to $1.20. They did kind of sell a little bit less than what I was initially expecting. This didn't look too excessive. It wasn't really that bad, but it's the collections it's part of and the many other skins we expect to see for tactical gloves that I was expecting in the future. So I thought, yeah, for $2, I would rather do 80 cents to $1.20. In regards to the hardsuit tactical gloves, 70 cents to $1. With the Xenotype Food, I had to respect that that was the lowest selling skin out of all the Xenotype skins. But potential problems in the future, could we see a food box being made for this proposed boxes DLC? Yeah, we knew about that, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, would the Xenotype Food actually be in demand, considering that, well, food has to be put in fridges now to be kept nice and fresh? Well, again, you can put it in snow biome, it's still a perfectly fine option. And again, there's a lot of, like, non-degradable foods that you can still stick in it and whatnot, so alright, fair enough. Maybe it could still work out quite alright. I wasn't so sure. I declared it redundant. And I said $1.50 to $2. Yes, that's a little bit less compared to all the other Xenotype skins. Because for all the other ones, I said $1.70 to $2.20. So yeah, I wasn't going as strong on that one. The Dragonhorn Armored Door. I looked at you. I questioned you. Surprisingly, we're starting to see armored doors all of a sudden. With the recent kick drop. With this. Okay, I mean, well, I guess I'll just sit here and offer $1 to $1.50 for that $2.49 design. Now again, I repeat, its collection mainly came out in 2021. Were we actually going to see a collection continuation appear at any time? Well, we'll talk about that. Neon Berry's Fridge. $2.49. I looked at you. I questioned you. And I thought, you know what, when times get bad again, perhaps you'll just drop off. I foresaw that it'll most likely just retain its value, do okay. I was expecting around March and April time that would most likely drop off. I went with $1 to $1.50. Well, we'll talk about that a bit, don't you worry. Abyss MP5, so after a while looking at the sales, yeah, I said $1.20 to $1.70. I thought, okay, you're selling at $3, but inevitably I think you'll drop off maybe to around like $2. And then when times are good again, you'll most likely rebound and go back up to your Rust store price again. So yeah, $1.20 to $1.70. I had a hiccup there, sorry. Porcelain, ship metal double door. Right. Not too many sales, priced at $3. And I thought, you know what, surely we won't see another sheet metal double door for a while. I said $2 to $2.50. Amazing piece of art. An exquisite design. A treat to the eyes. I was thinking surely it'd be all right. Surely it'd be okay. Talk about that in a bit. Training snow jacket. Well, I mean, I thought we'd probably see a few more. I was fully well aware. Because, of course, we're literally just about to have Christmas. Quite a lot of Santa and Christmas themed snow jackets were being made. I saw all of them. I thought, you know what, surely one or two of them are going to get accepted. Would it negatively affect the training snow jacket? Well, to be honest with you, no, not really. I wasn't really expecting that. But still, are people actually using snow jackets? Are actually like people skinning them? I can imagine you can find a snow jacket. It's not too hard. Like you can find it in boxes and whatnot. And not too hard to find. But how many people are going to go to the lengths to actually skin it? That's the real question. So, training collection, you are doing perfectly fine. Your price is doing very nicely. But would that snow jacket actually do okay? With that priced at $1.49, I thought I'll just stick with 70 cents to $1. Technically, I'm going to bet like 66% of the way. But yeah, I thought I don't want to do any more than that. Dominus Mortis double barrel shotgun. Oh, you're not abnormal. Sorry. Thunder Gold. I've skipped too far ahead. Right. Black Ops bed. You really didn't sell that much. Okay, but $3. Yeah, I wasn't sure because I know the collection's like successful, lots of weapon skins and whatnot, but I didn't see any signs of like more deplorables being made. No questions about it. I thought the skin creators were more likely going to be focusing like doing more weapons. Still hoping for like some clothing armor, but yeah, I wasn't feeling that confident. I said $1 to $1.50. Now we can say Thunder Gold handmade LMG. Yeah, we're suddenly starting to see a lot of handmade LMGs. I was starting to question a lot of things. Priced at $3. I know Thunder Gold skins are appreciated. We've got some custom SMGs in that collection, a double barrel shotgun. Well, they're actually doing quite all right compared to most double barrel shotguns, and of course, custom SMGs. They were performing better. So I still wanted to play it safe. I stuck with $1 to $1.50. I just didn't fully trust it. Maybe I'll drop down to about $2. All right, I'll pick up some. I'll be happy with that. Dungeon Smallwood box, 80 cents to $1.20. Well, priced at $2, I thought, oh, we actually see some more dungeon skins being made. Skin Creator did respond. He was actually interested in the idea of doing another attempt for the rug skin. But again, we've got 2 solid weeks of Christmas. I don't think we'll be seeing any dungeon things for a while. So, yeah, played it reasonably safe. Pirate bed, right, priced at $2. Okay, so I wasn't really sure. Mostly considering, well, surely we're going to see some Christmas beds. Surely we're going to see tons of beds being accepted in 2026, especially considering the amount that we've seen already is just ridiculous. I was like, surely we're just going to see tons more being accepted in 2026. So I thought about it, I questioned it. Pirate deplorables at this specific time, they weren't really doing that bad. All right then, maybe things won't be so bad, perhaps. Well, I was looking at you, I was questioning it, only 9,000 subscribers. I thought, you know what? 90 cents to $1.40, but it was the lowest selling deplorable out of all the deplorables in its set. And I was very curious about that. Right, Temple Handmade LMG with only 4,700 subscribers, but also priced at $3. Well, I just said $1.20 to $1.70. I was a little bit more curious about that one, purely based on the fact that it sold quite a bit less. Like, literally half as much compared to Thunder Gold. Maybe, with a sheer lack of sales, everything could work out perfectly fine for you in the future. So, alright, cool. Right, so the double barrel shotgun. I don't trust double barrel shotgun. 60 cents to 80 cents. The crossbow, didn't fully trust you either. 60 cents to 80 cents. And the pump shotgun. Most of them don't really tend to drop off that badly. I said 90 cents to $1.10. Cool. So, now we go ahead and find out what was the outcomes. Did everything work out perfectly fine? Cyber gloves, tactical, and hard suit tactical gloves, they have started to drop off. I'm going to talk about both of them at the same time, but yep, senior type food did surpass these hard suit tactical gloves after a while. Anyway, we did see more tactical gloves. We did see the Trust and Rust gloves being given away for absolutely free. We saw a Christmas pair. We then saw Phantom tactical gloves. We saw Reptile Hunter tactical gloves, No Mercy tactical gloves, and Pirate tactical gloves. So we got an interesting batch already. Not tons, But are we going to see like 4 every month? Well, so far with the first week, we haven't seen any tactical gloves for February, just point out. Anyway, so, all right. At some point in the future, I do expect to see some tactical glove twitch drops and kick drops. I feel like that's going to be happening. But again, I think they're being tactical with this. So, I think they are thinking, you know what? Why not put these out first? As time goes on, we'll just pick out some ones from the past. So, notably, you would have noticed we saw the No Mercy tactical gloves eventually being accepted. And I believe they were an extra late pick. So, yeah, couldn't have it so close to that. But give it a month. Still sold quite a lot, didn't it? Yeah. So, all right, cool. But you, yeah, inevitably, the Cyber collection is, well, I'm not doing too bad, to be honest with you. Well, like, when I looked at it back then, there was only like 2 or 3 skins in the positive. With all due respect, you're not doing too bad. But there's a lot of metallic sets, and yeah, I'm judgmental. And then we have the Hard Suit collection, and, well, to be honest with you, you got 4 in the positive. Your road sun gloves are doing all right, but not your tactical gloves. And with all due respect, it's only slightly down in price. Good, it's working. Right, so a little bit earlier, it wasn't the request issue. Let's just get a quick look at both of these. So for both of them, I was playing it safe. Now, let me also sit here and say, we've just had post-Christmas. Prices have been up very, very nicely. But inevitably, as we go through March and April, the Easter dip happens. But considering the the player count today, might take a while for us to eventually drop off. But it does feel like an inevitability. Look at last year. Look at the peak player counts. Watch it slowly go down. Look at the average going down. But eventually, after that, it's the summertime. So, if you're watching this in the future, which would be quite surprising, but anyway, if you're watching this in the future, maybe these will rebound. Maybe we'll see other skins being made for this collection and being accepted. Although both of them do appear to be complete collections, so Snow Jacket, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. But they have dropped off. I feel like I was correct with my suggestions. So in regards to the, both of the gloves. First one, 80 cents to $1.20. I mean, chances are if you did $1.20, you might have bought some already. I don't remember if I actually had enough to do 2 bar orders. I don't even see where I am. I really don't. Did I buy a bunch of you? I mean, we could go ahead and find out. Cyber. Are you alright? Are you working? Are you functional? Steam's been really weird recently. Refresh. I think it's about to crash. I think my tab's about to crash. Let's just click that and hope for the best. So we'll come back to you in a second. But anyway. So, alright. You have dropped off a fair bit. But it wouldn't surprise me if it does go a fair bit lower. As you can see, it was on a high. Post-Christmas, looking good. Reality has hit you hard. And then same over to here. So, yep, just under $2 at the moment. Scroll. Reality has hit you hard. So, are you alright over here, Tab? Yeah, Steam's weird at the moment. I'm so sorry. If you're currently on Steam a lot as of recent, you'd know. Anyway, so with what I see here, I mean, if you've already bought a bunch of them, maybe you've got to hold out a little bit longer. Hardsuit's not looking too bad. Like the prices we see here, I mean, yeah, you're a lot worse off, Cyber Gloves. Oh dear. It did sell quite a bit more as well, so I guess that's not too surprising. If you bought some, put your hands up. Comment below what you're going to do now. I mean, you could just wait until the summertime. The summer of 2026. June, July, August. Inevitably, we will see prices peak up again. I think you could probably flip that and try and get your money back. I don't think it'd be too much of a problem. But hey, I think we're good. I think we're correct with the Cyber Gloves. Hardsuit, though, you need to drop off a fair bit more for us to actually manage to pick up a decent amount of you. Right, are you still funny? Yeah, what's going on here? Okay, sorry about that. I mean, I would have liked to showcase if I actually bought some. I don't fully remember every single skin I buy, so sorry. But for Xenotype food, oh, I probably should have bought a bunch of these. But again, we were panicking. Box DLC, what are you? It's February right now. We still don't know. But inevitably, we will find out, because I'm convinced this would be the special DLC for March 2026. So at some point, maybe like a week or two just before that happens, we'll probably see what they are. If it's small boxes, okay. For all the people who currently still own all of their large box collections, that'll be a huge relief for you. But if it is a large box collection, if Boxes DLC is a large box set and they sell it for like $20, oh my goodness, okay, everything will go bad. Xenotype will suffer. So anyway, look at Xenotype collection. Can confirm we recently just saw the Cena type Navy box being accepted. Pretty sweet, pretty cool. But yeah, this is the largest large box collection we've ever seen, with 20 in total. Cool. But as you might notice, not everything is looking a-okay. But you, oh yeah, you're fine. You're great. You're like probably one of the most expensive ones we have. $4? Really? Yeah. That's how bad things have been recently. Prices have been dropping off quite a lot of these skins. So let's just get a good look at you. Right then, so I can confirm just over $4. Barter's pushing up to all the way up to like $3. Have you been better, or have you just been staying the same price? Basically the same price. The lowest selling box out of all the set, and it has succeeded because of that. You might question if it's redundant or not. Well, it doesn't matter. It laughs at you. You should have bought some, including me. So my Barter suggestion, well, I don't think you're correct, Hedge, but with all due respect, we still got to go through March and April. Could it still drop off and go lower? I mean, well, let me tell you, if we find out that boxes DLC is large boxes, it will be getting cheaper. Right then, so we'll leave it at that. Yeah, I do believe I missed out. Could have flipped it for some decent profit. Damn. Dragonhorn Armored Door. Oh no, you've gone down in price. What went wrong? Suddenly Facepunch decided, yeah, let's go accept a ton of these armored doors. So yeah, previous week, Greeting Area Armored Door. Before that, we had seen the Spoon Kid Armored Door. And then for 2026, all of a sudden, Armored Door Acceptance, Armored Door Acceptance, Armored Door Acceptance. 3 in a row. Oh dear. So suddenly, we're seeing a lot of Armored Doors. Suddenly, price go down. Is that surprising? No. So for a very long time, we didn't see, for almost a year, any Armored Doors being accepted. And then Facepunch was like, oh wait, we forgot about Armored Door skins. Drop, accept. Now it's gone back to what we normally expect with Armored Doors. As you'll see, majority of these are down in price, majority of these are down in price, majority of these are down in price. If we see this amount of Armored Doors being accepted in 2026, I won't be surprised if it gets worse. But we did suggest a price of $1 to $1.50. Well, I've got to sit here and say that Barter suggestion probably isn't too bad. And of course, as we go through March and April, if it does drop off a little bit more, you know what? I would be surprised if we start picking up a few of them. Because look at the Barters here. I think that's already starting to happen. Now, where am I? I don't remember where I am. I do believe this was also a period of time where I could only do one Barter as well. Yeah, that's how bad it was for Hedge at this time. But, hey, if this is you at your worst, props to you, that's not too bad. Will it go up higher in the future? And also, let's just quickly point out, didn't we see another skin being accepted? Yeah, Sleeping Bag. That had waited a very long time to be accepted, but even that's dropped off. This whole collection's not exactly doing super great. I don't think the skin creator's even attending to make more skins for it. I mean, all you got to do is just double check. Let's just go ahead and look, see for ourselves. No. And it's also doing a Lunar skin next as well, so that might just be it. Not good, is it? No. So I just had to leave you be. Neon Berries Fridge. I should have bought some. Dang. So I didn't buy any Berries Fridges, and I do regret it because look what happened. That went up in price very, very comfortably, very, very nicely. As much as I can sit here and say, oh, but wait about March and April. Wait until March and April. Ah, shut up, Hedge. Look at it. It's amazing. So that just went up. It did initially kind of like sit there for a while at just $3. Oh, but when it was post-Christmas, people turned up and people bought it. People appreciated. Now, as you might notice, it has dropped off a fair bit as of recent. At its peak, this was selling for about $6 in the Steam market, and it was doing good. But of course, we still expect it to drop off a fair bit. I reckon it'll probably calm down at around $4. And then, of course, during the summer, it'll probably go all the way back up to $6 again. Yeah, I should have considered you. Should have jumped in. You didn't sell that much in comparison to the rest of the skins. And I put it to blame with the porcelain sheet metal door. But also, I didn't have that many funds. I was like, I was stretching pennies and everything, just trying my best, just to be able to buy some things. I was selling my Christmas skins. Yep, it's December, of course. But you can only sell so much. And you can only spend so much because of it. So yeah, I went with the things I felt more confident with. Berries Fridge, I missed out on you. And my Barter suggestion, it's laughable. You're comfortably sitting there, Barter's over $3.50. So yeah, I was wrong about that. I was wrong. $1.50, Hedge, you fool. Right, so yeah, that succeeded. And yeah, it might drop off a fair bit again, but inevitably I expect it to rise again. Abyss MP5, I looked at you, I thought, yeah, I've seen this happen before. I looked at the Abyss Thompson, I looked at the Abyss SAR, and I thought, you know what, When times are bad, you'll probably drop off to about $2. And when times are good again, you'll perk back up and go back up to your rustore price. So right now, it has dropped off. Has it dramatically gone down bad? No, not really. It's all right. You do have quite a lot of listings below $3 though. But as time goes on, I do believe you'll be appreciated to a point. But we have problems. Why? What's wrong? More MP5s were accepted. We saw the Hellcore MP5 being accepted, and 2 very, very, very interesting transparent aim sight MP5s being given away for absolutely free. Damn. So basically, I'm expecting in the summer, including the Heatseeker MP5, I don't think there's going to be as much demand for the Heatseeker MP5, the Hellcore MP5, and, well, of course, the Abyss MP5, because people probably already own these, and they're most likely happy with these. Why spend like $3 or $4 an MP5 if you already own these? So we'll see how it goes. You know, you might cross your fingers and hope a lot of people missed out on them, they forgot about them, but I don't think that's going to be the case, and I do believe they are probably not going to rise up as high as they have in the past. So I'd like to be wrong, I really would, but with these appearing now, it wouldn't surprise me if more people try for it as well, especially considering how Core was accepted. It's like a side grade to the Heatseeker MP5. It has transparency in parts this doesn't have, but this has transparency in parts this doesn't have. But you, I mean, you're just an Abyss MP5. You do have a little bit of transparency, but the others, they have so much more. So whilst you've dropped off a little bit, it wouldn't surprise me if this does go down a bit more. It wouldn't surprise me if it does potentially go down to maybe about like slightly less than $2. But my buy order, well, it's nestled right around there, isn't it? So fingers crossed. I actually managed to pick up a few. Let's see if that actually happens. So, alright, cool. Hoping for the best. It's just, yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I didn't point out how many things I bought, but I can confirm to you I bought 30 porcelain sheet metal double doors, and I'd love to show it to you if I could. Why not just like, oh, there you go, it's working. You're being weird today, aren't you? Yes, you are. Can I look for cyber? Cyber shirt. Yeah, it broke again. Great. Well, I'll just leave you be. Anyway. Porcelain sheet metal double door. I looked at all the other sheet metal double doors of the past. In the past year or so. Is everything going weird now? Anyway, yes, all the sheet metal double doors of 2025, they're looking pretty pleasant, pretty sweet. And as I said, I was sitting here with confidence thinking, oh, surely we're not going to see another sheet metal double door anytime soon. But anyway, still worked out. So, yep, I bought 30, and I did a strong buy order, and I'm very happy with that buy order. You might sit there and say, but the price went up. Yeah, but if it ever goes down again, I've got that strong buy order as well. And if I've seen it go up to this price, I won't be surprised if it goes back up again at some point to this price again. So, looking pretty thin. Only 38 listings. Wow. Let's look at your sales history. Have you been like going up in steps or anything? No, it just basically went up, kind of stagnated for a bit, slow trend, and now it's gone back up again. Perhaps people have been appreciating you with the February 4 swipe, which was kind of expected because a lot of people did turn up for the February 4 swipe, the introduction of the Naval update. So, all right, cool. So, yeah, I'm a happy bunny. Should I sell some? Well, imagine, Hedge, if you hold on for even longer, maybe it might double in price. I'm always like this. I own skins and I think, oh, maybe it's a good time to sell now. No, hold on to it for a bit longer. You might get an extra $1. Yeah, so we'll see what happens, right? You are currently at a high point. Could you go higher? I want to see more. So we'll see what happens. So yes, my barter's fine. It's just, yeah, because it's gone above and beyond. It's not like I could offer immediately $1 more than what it was selling for on the Rust store. So, all right, cool. Not going to complain about that. Training snow jacket, I was curious, but I was also cautious. And I can't confirm why she didn't sell too ridiculously. Like, this sold more than, or rather less than half the amount of the No Mercy snow jackets. This right now is actually cheaper. Because, of course, I mean, there are some people out there that are using their snow jackets, and most likely they're using them in the snow biome. Do you want to wear all black in the snow biome? Most likely, no. But in the snow biome, No Mercy's perfect. It's perfect. So this right here, okay, it's not too surprising to see you've dropped off. And also, we just saw another interesting looking aquatic naval themed snow jacket being accepted. So maybe that one will get a lot more appreciation because it's goofy and silly. Perfect roleplay skin. We'll see what becomes of this. But just to repeat, training collection. It is looking pretty sweet. Now, if I had to sit here and say, if you looked at it a month ago, it was doing even better. But for now, hey, you're fine. I'm not going to complain. If anything, we've got to find out what's going on with that SKS. What? Shh. Anyway, that's a story for the future. Dominus. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Did we actually look at the price? Sorry. Yeah. So I suggested 70 cents to $1, and basically the highest barter right now is $1. So as time goes on, I do expect the price to slowly start going down, end up at around $1, and then when times are good again, it'll slightly go back up again. Insanely profitable? I don't think so, but not too bad for it is. So, alright, cool. Now we can talk about Dominus Mortis Double Barrel Shotgun. Yeah, it went down a price, but it didn't crash and burn. I looked at you and I said 60 cents to 80 cents, and, well, hardly any listings. Lowest price is $1.28. Highest barter price is like $1. Like a good barter is $1. So, yeah, looks like you weren't that bad. Didn't exactly do super great initially. Like, the first few sales were like just barely over $1, it seems. Well, it looks like the sales price is like $1.10. But recently it's perked up a little bit more. So, to be honest with you, that's not too bad. I was a little bit too harsh. 60 cents to 80 cents was too low. So, I was wrong there. Oh, I was wrong with this one as well. I'm not sure what caused it to go so high in price, because this doesn't glow in the dark or anything. We didn't see any more Black Ops deplorables being made. But boom, $6. What? I didn't sell that much. But still, what caused this to happen? The borders, they've been climbing. Oh, they've been climbing. And stupid Hedge, he sat here and he said $1 to $1.50. Did we have like a huge buyout initially? Probably. I mean, you can see that right there. I can't even see how many sold. I can see here, though. That is 15, so that's probably like 20 or something. But yeah, initially, few sales. It randomly pushes all the way up to like $10 plus. I don't remember that. But it drops off a lot as well. So at its lowest, this is selling for like $2.50. So it did go below its Rustler price. But then it perks up. And it goes down again. And it starts to perk up again. So this has been weird. Did someone buy out tons of them and then buy tons of them from the Steam market just to make it look more valuable? Well, with all due respect, he's doing a good job of it, because look at it. All right, I actually don't have an answer for this. Did a YouTuber talk good things about it or something? Feel free to comment below if you know. But yeah, I didn't buy any of those. Oof. Thunder Gold, Handmade NMG. I was cautious. Hammered NMGs was suddenly becoming a lot more abundant, a lot more things appearing. You get the idea, and well, Christmas time, look at that. But of course, let's look at the prices. Let's see how it's holding up. And I can confirm to you, right now the highest barter is only $1.70. Is that like a significant barter though? No, it drops down to about $1.58 there. I'm right there at around $1.50 of 30 barters, and yeah, no, well, didn't retain that price. It has dropped down a little bit. But could it improve? Could it get better? I mean, well, hopefully. Hardly any listings. It could rebound. But of course, inevitably, as we go through March and April, I do expect it to go a little bit lower. But my $1.50 barter, I'm fine with that. I'm good with that. I reckon that's going to be A-okay. I'm not going to be too upset. And I do expect more hammered NMGs, especially Twitch drops and kick drops. So it's unfortunate, but I kind of foresaw, and I do believe as time goes on, it'll become one of the weapons that ends up going up in the positive. Yeah, both of these are doing all right. Just give it time. Just give it time. I was so curious about pirate beds, I did buy 20 of them. And I'm very happy with myself. For as you can see, this is doing very nicely. Now, I actually listed 5 of them earlier. 2 have sold already. Sweet. I'm very happy about that. Yeah, I thought, you know what? Naval update. It's perked up a little bit more. I feel like right now is probably a great time to sell. Just over $5. I have no complaints. So, yeah, the price, doing very good. My barter suggestion doesn't matter. It went way above. Way above its price it sold for in the Rust store. So, yeah, great success. Love to see it. And just to repeat, yes, it was the lowest selling deplorable out of all the pirate collection. So in the past, we've seen the Sheep in the Door, 9,600. We've seen the Garage Door, 12,000 subscribers. We've seen this here, the Furnace, 15,000 subscribers. This right here, looks like you actually slightly higher compared to the Sheep in the Door. Well, have you know that Sheep in the Door right now is selling for over $10. What? Welcome to the Naval update. People go crazy for pirate themed skins. So yeah, I predicted something like this happening, and well, good call. So I'm already flipping the beds for profit. Not sure if this hype is going to last forever, but If I make profit, I'm happy. I make profit, I'll move on with my life. I'm not going to look at that price ever again. So, good shout. Great buy. But yeah, could have bought that as well, but didn't have that many money. Didn't have that much money. Right, good idea. So, let's see if I can pick up some of a barter as well. I doubt it, but I'd love to see it happen. Dungeon Small Wooden Box. Hey, you're doing perfectly fine. Honestly, I was hoping to see more dungeon skins being accepted. Now the skin creator's making a kawaii set. And he just had another skin being accepted. What was it? What's in the current store? I'll worry about that later. Anyway, so, yep, over $2. Barter's looking pretty sweet. Could it go any lower? I doubt it. There's only 11 listings. Hardly any of them are being listed. And do you know what that can lead to? The price slowly going up in price. Because, of course, if these people communicate with each other, they can list all of theirs at like $4, and inevitably, people will slowly put higher and higher barters. It has happened before. So, with where it's currently positioned, you're doing good. No complaints here. It's just, could it actually turn into a very big fat profit eventually? Debatable. Could it still suffer as we go through? The Easter dip, I mean, people got to turn up and start listing some. I don't think that'll be happening anytime soon. So based on what I see here, with my 80-cent to $1.20 barter, I didn't offer enough. So yeah, played it too safe. But let's see what happens next. So yeah, I missed out on that. The crossbow, well, for this I did say 60 cents to 80 cents. And well, it didn't want to budge. It did not want to suffer, it seems. Well, actually, I just looked at the barters. So how low the barters? Let's just see. Can confirm they're 76 cents. Hold on a second. I think I was wrong. I think I've actually seen some of these sell for a fairly cheap price. Yeah, I can confirm. So, if you probably offered around 80 cents, you very likely have picked up a bunch of these. Well, if you want to try and do your best, try and flip them around. Honestly, try and flip them now. There was the hope that we could see more of this collection maybe around March and April time, Easter time. Cockerels, roosters, you get the idea? Haha. Well, I mean, perfect time for, you know, for some hoodie and pants and some tier 2. I did ask. Skin Creator was like, well, it's because he has far too many collections. I would like to see it happen. But yeah, if you do happen to own some of these, try and flip them now, because I don't think I'll be keeping that price for a while, all right? Try and grab $1.50 whilst you can. So yeah, it did go below its store price, but we did some smart barters. Right, then we also happen to have the JPEG pump shotgun. And like I said, in the past we've had quite a decent amount of pump shotguns, more specifically like recent ones. So take a look at these. And I looked at them, I checked and saw, did they go down real bad? Did they get really, really cheap? And, well, pretty much all of them were above $1, like comfortably so. So I thought to myself, all right then, 90 cents, $1.10. When times get real bad, maybe I'll see more of them drop down to a lower price. Maybe I'll pick up a few. At the moment, I haven't picked up any. But give it time. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it does potentially get cheaper. Again, though, hardly any listings. You didn't sell that much either. Just barely 6,600 subscribers. So again, maybe I've missed out on this. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, I hope I do manage to pick up some. Alright then, so. Did you pick up any? Feel free to comment below. And then we have Temple HMLMGS. Now, I was conflicted. I was actually considering just buying 10. Out of pure curiosity, because of course that only sold 5,000 subscribers. What? So it's actually sitting here quite alright. For a while though, it wasn't perfect. So let's just get a quick look at you. As we'll see, I just noticed we've been going on for 40 minutes. I'm sorry, there's lots of skins. As we can see, the barters have been perking up quite nicely. But if we could look at your sales history, I do believe it drops off and then it recovers. Yeah, so it goes down, it doesn't do very well, and now recently it's starting to go up. Is it going to keep going up? Or inevitably, with the expectations, is it going to drop off and go down? We shall see. But it only did 5,000 subscribers. I do not expect to see that many more listings. I think this will be surviving Easter dip pretty nicely. And as time goes on, I think a lot of people might be looking at you of curiosity, because of a sheer lack of sales leads to a sheer lack of listings, which can lead to the price slowly, gradually going up higher and higher and higher. Right then, so that's basically everything. Yep. I will sit here and say I've missed out on some very tasty looking things with this week. And I am upset. But then again, I've picked up some things like this, and I'm very happy because the price has worked out beautifully. So I do believe as time goes on, I'll be picking up quite a few more of these with barters and whatnot. Again, we're still on a high. But inevitably, Starting for like right now, yeah, like right now, we will see prices slowly start to go down. So be prepared for such a thing. Right then, let's get a little sneak peek for next week because, of course, it is Christmas week 1. As expected, we see Christmas skins. But my goodness, what do we have right here? White tier 3 armor, which, okay, that's a bit upsetting. If we've got tier 2, oh, that'd been amazing. But yeah, so white tier 3 armor, which honestly does a great job as white camouflage. And then a very interesting sheet metal double door. Oh, Hedge said there would be no more sheet metal double doors for a while. Surely. This glows in the dark, and it has transparency. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you are fully well aware of it because I did not stop yapping about it. Such a crazy, insane looking skin to be sold for $2.49. Oh, that's going to be a fun talking point. Take a quick glance. You might notice all the other Christmas skins have gone down in price as expected. But these two haven't. Oh, so we've got a fun thing to talk about next week. Yes, indeed we do. So, feel free to comment below. Did you buy anything straight from the rush store? Have you picked up anything with your bilders? Are you looking forward to go through the whole routine all over again? We've got some highs, we've got some lows, but we know exactly when it's going to happen, and we know when to strike. So just got to wait out until June and July again. Maybe more likely August. We'll see the prices rise up to brand new all-time highs again. Great time to sell, but inevitably September, October, November, we'll go through that routine all over again. Hedge is only just the beginning of the year. You're only talking about the future. I'm always talking about the future. Always. I'm keeping you prepared. I'm keeping you cautious. You want profit, don't you? Right, so that's it. That's a wrap. So thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Best luck to each and every single one of you. And let's look forward to Christmas next week. Well, it's sort of been like 6 weeks. We're talking about.